What a marvelous day it is. Today I want to talk to you all, you new and future drivers, and those of you who enjoy watching my content, about preparation, being prepared from trip to trip as you enter the Lyft platform as a driver. Okay, so now this goes for whether you join the Lyft platform through with your own car, or even if you came through the Lyft Express program to join the Lyft platform. No matter which way you enter the Lyft platform, being prepared from trip to trip, keeping an open mind is something that you're going to have to understand that you got to do. Now, so it's a lot of people that think that, Lyft and Uber drivers not doing anything but just dropping customers off, picking them up, easy. Seems like, hey, you're riding around in a car, you clean the car, you got decent clothes on. They think that's easy because they don't know. So they'll assume that it's easy. Well, when you're dealing with the public, it's not easy, ever. You may have a couple of smooth days here and there, but watch out. The bullshit is coming. Now, when I say being prepared, it's good to try to get as much information about being a Lyft driver as you can from a reputable source. Now, here on my channel at Rideshare RealTalk, I'm going to give you some of the best information that you can have to process, to carry along with you in your journey as a Lyft driver on the platform, as a new Lyft driver or future Lyft driver on the Lyft platform. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. My delivery may be a little harsh in some of the videos, but I'm giving it to you how you're supposed to get it. I walk through the mud so that I could teach you all not to walk through the mud. Boy, this is a muddy situation right here. Yes, it is. Being a Lyft driver, it's a muddy situation. So, being prepared from trip to trip is important. Dealing with customers, you don't know who you're going to pick up from trip to trip, right? It's all types of things are thrown at you. The customers try to be like slick, they manipulate the platform by selecting these cheap. They're already getting cheaper trips, but the customers are getting savvy with the way that they pay for these trips and the things that they expect the drivers to do for them, because they pay for a trip, for these cheap trips and things of that nature. What I mean by that is, from trip to trip, the trip is going to be very different. The person is going to be very different. All types of things are going to be thrown in your direction. And being prepared and keeping an open mind allows you to be able to handle any situation that comes your way from customer to customer. Now, here on my channel at Rideshare RealTalk, I tell you just about everything that you're going to run into. I tell you about just about every situation, just about, that you're going to run into with the riders in the car. And I give you tips on how to navigate through those situations. As well as I tell you about majority of the situations you're going to run into within the app. And I give you tips on how to navigate through those situations as well. It's good to come to my channel And take your time. Hey man, it might take you 2 days or whatever. But look at my videos. Starting from the first one I ever put out. And educate yourselves. I guarantee you'll be ready to go when you get in that car and enter this platform as a driver. I'm going to educate you the way you should be educated. We're not going to talk about things that don't make any sense over here. We're going to talk about what's going to actually go on in the vehicle with the customers and things that's going to happen within the app. These are the most important things, right? So being prepared, educating yourselves with the right type of content and material is one of the most important things you can do as you enter the platform. This way it prepares you as you start driving on the platform. Okay? Not all information is good information. But my information here at Rideshare RealTalk is the best information that you're going to get. I'm not going to tell you no lies. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything because I'm out here driving every day and struggling. But I do it with a smile on my face because I know that I can help you all. And I'm working on my journey up out of here. And one day you all will be working on your journey as well. So there's going to be times as new drivers, you're going to be faced with all types of situations from trip to trip. Some of the most common situations that you're going to face is people going to the laundromat, people moving, right? And grocery stores. These are some of the most common things that you're going to come across that's a pain in the ass. Here's why I say it's a pain in the ass. If you're taking someone to the laundromat, they may have 15 bags of clothes, big bags of clothes. And it's normally one person or a couple. So they think that they can cram all of that stuff in the trunk of your car when it's not. So when you're talking about someone putting their clothes inside of your vehicle, on your seats, let's say you're driving a Ford Focus, 4 doors, whatever. Okay, hey, we can put the rest in the car. You don't know if these people have bed bugs. You don't know if the clothes are stinking. They expect you to let them put them clothes in your car if they don't fit in the trunk. See, this is how these riders are manipulating the platform. Now, they requested a ride to the laundromat. So you thinking within reason, right? When you pick them up. But they come out with 15 bags of clothes. 10 to 15 bags of clothes. Big bags of clothes that they think that you're supposed to force in your vehicle to get them to the laundromat. And then in turn, they're going to turn around once all that stuff is dried and washed. They're going to call another Lyft driver to pick them up and take them back home. Now, each trip that you whether it's when you take them, you probably make less than $5 for the trip. The person that's going to pick them up is probably going to get less than $5 or $6. So they have you to pick them. You got a call to pick these people up and drag them and all 10 to 15 bags of their clothes down to the laundromat. Now, you know that's not right. For between $5 to $6, maybe $7. You know that's not right. You know that's not right. But these are things that you're going to be faced with. Now, you have to use your discretion as to whether you want that in the vehicle that you're driving or your vehicle, right? Or if you just gonna say, oh no, man, I'm not taking all them clothes. I don't want them clothes in my car like that. I don't know if you got bed bugs. You can't put all them bags in the trunk. And I'm not putting nobody's clothes in my car because I don't know what you got bed bugs or not. You understand what I'm saying? Open your mouth, because the customers will run over you. Okay? Now, I get it. You're going to look at a lot of channels and they're going to tell you, hey, man, do these extra things to get you tips and this, that, and third. Let me explain something to you all, people. And this is point blank, period. Tips are rare. Now, if you're in a high demand area where there's a whole bunch of entertainment, nightlife, casinos, things, yeah, the tipping might be a little up. The percentage of tippers might be a little up in those areas. But when you're in medium areas, medium low demand areas, low demand areas, the tipping is very minimal. But let's think about it. Tips, the things that you decide to do to earn tips, is not going to compensate for the money that Lyft is taking from you on every trip. So when you heard these channels talking about, hey man, just be nice to the people and take this somewhere for them, or put their clothes on the porch for them, help them with their groceries, man, let me tell you something. You do how you want to do as a driver, but it's my suggestion, don't waste your time with it, because Lyft is charging these customers out of the yin-yang. The company is experiencing a lot of financial hardship. They are tightening up the amounts, the percentage of money on the drivers. They are charging the riders a little bit more money than what they were charging them. So that leaves no room for tips. This is why a lot of the drivers are not tipping. But Lyft will tell you, hey man, be courteous. You know, help the people. Now, listen, you can be courteous and you can be respectful and calm. But wasting your time doing all that extra stuff for people, the tips are not going to compensate what they're taking from you on the ride. It's a mind thing, people. These people are trying to brainwash us. They're going to take this big of a percentage off of the trip. Now, that person probably paid $25 to get to the laundromat. Lyft going to pay you between $5 to $7 to get them people there with their 10 to 15 bags of clothes. Lyft is going to keep the rest of that money as the platform fees. This upfront pricing bullshit that they have, it doesn't benefit anyone because it's not structured properly. Because if this upfront pricing was done correctly, they will have the whole breakdown. What the customer paid Lyft on the screen, what Lyft is paying the driver on the screen, how much percentage Lyft is keeping of the trip. That is upfront pricing. Throwing numbers out there for you to see so you can determine if you want that trip or not, that's bullshit. That's gift to gab. People, I want to tell you to prepare yourselves for the bullshit that's going to come your way as a Lyft driver. It's going to be times where you're going to go to pick up people that's going to the doctors. These are Medicaid trips, mainly paid by the insurance of some type, right? There's going to be instructions attached to that trip. The name is going to be in all capital letters. So this is going to let you know that this is some type of insurance paid for trip, right? So on that trip, it's going to have, majority of those trips are going to have instructions attached to it. Take the rider, help the rider in the car, help the rider out the car to the door at the doctor's office, push the rider in the wheelchair to the front door of their house, push the rider to the wheelchair at the doctor's office. Now, by right, you're supposed to fold up a wheelchair or a walker and put it in the trunk of the car. If it fits. You new people, you new drivers and your future drivers, listen at this. If the walker and the wheelchair folds up and fits in the trunk of your car, or even the back seat, if you choose to put it in your car, right? Or the car you're driving, you must put it in. But if it doesn't fit and the person say, hey man, take that screw out over there or take this one, you said by all means, with all due respect, sir or ma'am, I'm not going to take a screw out of nothing. You can do that. Because if that wheelchair breaks or that walker breaks, you're going to be held responsible for it. Because the person is going to blame you. And they're going to report it to Lyft, and Lyft is going to take money from you. Yes. Now, this business about helping the rider in the car, helping the rider out the car to the doctor's office or to the home or wherever they're going, that's bullshit. Here's why. You new drivers and you future drivers and you people that enjoy watching this content, please pay attention. As Lyft drivers, we are not insured. We don't make nowhere near the money that we're supposed to make to get insured. The contract that Lyft has with Medicaid pays Lyft the money that they're supposed to make on the trip because Lyft meets the requirements, okay, to partner with Medicaid. Just like these vans that you see in these neighborhoods with the letters on the side that people drive, these companies and things, those companies are insured. So if they help a rider in the car and out the car, and the rider just happens to fall and break their arm or get hurt badly, their insurance will cover that, no problem. As a Lyft driver, you do not help no one in the car or out the car. Because if they fall or you hurt yourself helping them in the car, out the car, if they fall, you're going to be held responsible. You don't have no insurance. So it's going to really hurt you if they sue, okay? Lyft is not going to back you because you're independent contractors. If you tear a muscle in your neck or your shoulder, helping this person that use a walker or wheelchair, get in the car and out the car, when you reach out to Lyft and say, hey, I tore a muscle in my shoulder, I have doctor's notes, and I did it because the instructions told me to do it. Lyft is going to tell you, hey, you're an independent contractor. We hold no responsibility to you. We're sorry. We hope you get better. This is what they're going to tell you. So this is why you people need to pay attention to my videos. I'm telling you things that's going to help you. You're not being nasty. This is a business, okay? You cannot bend rules to help people because it could cause you a problem. You're not being nasty. The customers is going to blame you for everything anyway. But don't get blamed for things that you can say, I'm not doing that. If they want those people to be helped in the car and out the car, they need to have a care system with them. That's what Medicaid is there for. You are a driver. You're not a med. You're not a CNA. You're not a PCA. None of that. None of that. You are a driver that's driving on the Lyft platform. There's going to be times when you're going to go to grocery stores. You're going to have these handicapped people that can barely walk, sitting in these walkers with all of these groceries, with water bottles and 12 packs of sodas. Now, they're going to think that you're going to help them. They're going to expect you to help them load that shit in the car and take that shit out the car and carry it up to their house. The trip probably is only going to pay you about $3 to $4 to $5, maybe $7, depending on how far they're going. Right? Why did they go to the store handicapped to make that many groceries if they knew that they couldn't tote them? We're not grocery store assistants. We don't work for Instacart or delivering for Amazon or Walmart. We are drivers on the Lyft platform. You do not help these people take these groceries to the house. You let them do that. If a bag busts and breaks something, they're going to blame you for it. If a 12-pack of sodas just happened to fall, you're going to get a blame for it. We don't make that kind of money out here for you to be reimbursing somebody for some grocery that you're helping them tote up in there as a courtesy, thinking that you're going to get a tip. Sometimes you might get a tip, sometimes you might not. But my goal for leaving this video today is to have you all prepared from trip to trip, to have an open mind, to please do not get so laid back that you underestimate this bullshit, this Lyft being the driver on the Lyft platform. It is not laid back, and all types of shit gonna come at you. So people, I just wanted to leave this video today to you all so you can understand that preparation is key as you enter the Lyft platform as a driver, and being prepared from trip to trip is the most important thing you can do as a Lyft driver. Hey, I would like to say that I fully support the protesting and striking efforts of Lyft and Uber drivers and gig workers from city to city and state to state. I want to commend you all for your unselfish approach to fighting for change for everyone. If we don't get any change, I commend you all for fighting for change for everyone, unselfishly. To all of those who haven't subscribed to my channel, I would like to ask you to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Hey man, until my next video, let's get this bread, baby.